Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Crosstown Conflict coming to you 2 weeks in a row. You guys didn't want it, but we're back. I'm Jared Farr. I'm here with Justin Macias, and we're here to kick off spring training. Justin, how you doing?
Doing good, man. What's going on, guys. Jared, I just wanted to, apologize for all the times that I've ever talked bad about the Mets and how bad DeGrom is. And there's a drive to left by Castellanos that'll make it a 4-0 Phillies lead over the Mets.
I'm so pissed. I didn't see that coming.
I might not put this headset on anymore. My career might be over.
Nick Castellanos, they signed Schwarber. The Phillies are reloading.
Harper, Schwarber, Real Muto, Castellanos, Gene Segura, all in that heart of that lineup is crazy.
Bro, everyone in the division seems to be making moves. Like the Mets, they have good odds to make the postseason, but it's
not
the
to win the
fucking
division.
Mets.
Yeah, it's fucking Mets.
Even the Marlins signed Soler.
Yeah, the Marlins got Soler. Kenley Jansen went to the Braves.
Jeez, I saw that. little a fake trade for Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, right.
How about that? How are you feeling about Freddie Freeman not wearing the pinstripes this year?
I'm fine with it. They had to make a move. They got the lefty bat at first base. So I think that was what we needed. I think people weren't happy that it was Rizzo instead of Freeman because obviously Freeman is like the name. And like I said, if you get Freddie Freeman's out there, you go get Freddie Freeman. But I'm not mad with Rizzo. He's kind of what we need. And, I'm just glad Freddie's not on the Dodger or not on the Red Sox, or Toronto. So it's kind of praying there.
Shit. It's looking like wait, before my next point, I want to talk about Freddie Freeman. I saw a couple different reports. Who did they sign? The Braves signed Matt Chapman to play, right?
No, Toronto traded for Matt Chapman.
Who did the Braves sign to replace Matt Olson?
Oh, they traded for Matt Olson, yeah.
Yes, Matt Olson. So right after that trade, I saw a report that said Freddie Freeman, probably a stand-up guy, gave the Braves a little bit of notice saying that he wasn't going to re-sign with them. And that's why they went ahead and signed Chapman before his deal was done. And then after the signing, it kind of I think it came out that said Freddie Freeman was surprised that they signed Olson. They really didn't.
I heard they didn't make an offer to him or anything.
He said he heard from them maybe 4 times since the end of the season.
The World Series this year.
What do you say? The Marlins are going to the World Series?
No, he said the Mets.
Yeah, I don't believe that. No one believes that.
Nobody believes that. Half our audience just turned it off just hearing that. Robinson Cano MVP?
Maybe. He might be a DH this year. He's in spring training taking cuts with the boys.
Hey, you know what? Back on the juice maybe too?
I always talk shit about him, but I'll take a steroided up Robinson Cano.
Who wouldn't?
Bat 3 times a game?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You guys on it. Yeah.
As I was saying, Freddie Freeman, it seemed like he was blindsided. Like he seems like a guy who would want to be a Brave for life, be a one-team guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like it's not even like they didn't even come close. They didn't really offer him much. So they paid a shitload of money for someone who isn't as good.
Yeah, but also they're kind of paying for the youth, and then, like I said, you still got all these other guys that they're going to have to sign. So I think they wanted to get younger. And, you see so many organizations and teams, throughout sports that, pay these older guys because it's he's a lifer. Got to pay him. And then, you're ended up eating most of the contract or it never works out. And then the team starts regressing. So then you got to start it all over again. I think the Braves, they want to stay in this window they have with Acuna and Albies and Riley and Dansby and stay within that window and really try to keep winning and keep beating down on that division. But I think you guys should be rejoicing. Met fans should.
I'm so happy. So happy.
You got their the Chipper Jones 2.0 out of your division.
For years, I knew how good Freddie Freeman was, and this past couple years, everyone else started to realize it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking maybe he was just one of those, because there's some guys that are just Met killers that they suck, but they just beat the shit out of the Mets. This man demoralized the Mets 6 times a month for the past few years, and I'm
So
glad he's gone, but now I feel like he'll show up big if the Mets make it to the playoffs.
you think if he retires and has one more kid that he'll name that kid City?
City, little Janine City Freeman.
Janine City Freeman? I could see that.
Jesus Christ. Uh, One other thing. Did we talk about Chris Bryant going to the
No,
Rockies?
random as hell.
One thing is Chris Bryant.
And we could even lump it in together with Correa going to the
Yeah,
Twins.
yeah. Well,
Like,
you could bring that up. I want to ask you something.
yeah.
Why do the Rockies not pay Nolan a couple years ago,
Or Story just now.
and they pay Chris Bryant? Like they're getting a much worse hitter, much worse fielder. Chris Bryant is all world on the bat, in the glove, but Nolan Arenado, I think he's like a solidified top 3 player.
Oh, yeah.
Why like
Yeah.
it seemed like they were gonna go like in a fire sale situation. You have
Not sign anybody.
your Mr. Rocky right after Todd Helton, and then give him up and get Chris Bryant for an extreme amount of money. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that is one move that I don't think made sense to anybody. Everybody that I'd seen was just, questioning it. Like, why? You guys aren't in a position to win.
Yeah.
You guys literally have gotten rid of John Gray, Nolan Arenado, Trevor Story, like all these homegrown guys that you had, and instead you go out and sign Chris Bryant. And it's like not saying Chris Bryant's bad, but
No.
it's just like he
But
just doesn't fit on that team.
It's like what are you doing?
I mean, good for Chris Bryant. He got
Absolutely.
paid, and you know what? He's about a stat pad over there.
Yes.
He's about, and I think that's probably why he chose there. Just stat pad. He's already got his ring.
Yeah.
He's already got the MVP.
Yeah. Just fucking make some money. Go skiing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Smoke some weed.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay. That was another component we all forgot about.
Oh yeah.
The man loves to be stoned during the game.
Hell yeah.
All right, so how are you feeling? Carlos Correa joining former Yankee Gary Sanchez in the Minnesota Twins.
Well, we paid for like half that contract. Paid for like half of it because we wanted Josh Donaldson and Connor Fluffa. I think it's stupid. Like I think Carlos Correa was like realized the market and probably was like, I'm not going to get this long-term deal because there's so many other shortstop options out there that went off the board first. And I think him waiting kind of fucked himself over, but it just doesn't like, it's like a Rocky situation again. Like the Twins aren't going for it. That division's, you got to beat the White Sox still in that division. You got to, the Tigers got better and they're coming up. So it's like, what are you really playing for? You just traded away Donaldson, who probably could have also helped you.
I think Correa is today in 2022. Correa is a much better number 1 player in your team than Josh Donaldson.
Oh, of course, yeah, and that solidifies that that side of the infield with Correa and Urshela. I mean, that's what Yankee fans were dreaming about, and now they're on the freaking Twins. So it's like it's weird, but him having that opt out, I could see it just being they're gonna have a terrible season. He gets his 32 mil, he opts out, and then gets another big payday.
The one thing from the Twins stance, I think it is an awesome move that they signed Correa. Because what has it been? How many playoff series have they lost in a row now?
I mean,
let's
like 12, 13.
Yeah, I was going to say let's just say a dozen playoff series in the world. They're always in the mix. They always get there. And now they're kind of pulling the like NBA style, we bring one guy over and it could change us in the playoffs. You're bringing someone with playoff pedigree. He's done it with cheating, without cheating. He's a good baseball player, and I think he's someone who knows how to win, and he might rally that Twins team with a resurging Gary Sanchez.
If that's how we lose to Minnesota, first of all, Minnesota, and Gary Sanchez, Gio Urshela, and Correa are the ones to beat us. Oh my God. And Sonny Gray.
Sonny Gray would show up in the playoffs against the Yankees. And that's a fact.
That's
a fucking fact.
That's a
in
fact.
Yankee Stadium, too.
In Yankee
Stadium.
Oh my God, I hate Sonny Gray so much. Like it's just like a burning passion. I hate that dude. Holy crap, that motherfucker. Yeah, I like you said. It brings that pedigree over there, but it's 3 years. He hasn't opted out after each one. I can see them trying to make that push, but at the end of the day, it's like you're just kind of throwing money.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what they wanted. Players
Yeah.
and owners, they wanted big
You got to be
contracts. They
happy.
wanted these random teams to throw money out there, and that's what they're doing.
Good. No, it's better that way.
Everybody stays competitive.
Except the Marlins. Well, they gave away everyone. Well, someone else just signed Soler. So
The Marlins signed Soler.
yeah, exactly. I meant like Jeter just left, and then someone else signed him.
Yeah, right.
In their front office. But they're. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a really fun year.
I took some notes. There was some other signing. Who's this Japanese dude that's coming over?
Oh yeah, he was like a big time like prospect over there. I've been hearing about him a lot, and there wasn't like, because of the lockout, it was kind of like almost swept under the rug a little bit about him. But I think it's a good pickup for the Cubs.
Seiya Suzuki, new Cubs. Let's see his 2021 stats: 317, 636 slugging, 38 home runs, and a Gold Glove. And he wore number 51 to honor Ichiro Suzuki.
Wow! And he said he loves Mike Trout.
Yeah, dude. We all do. I always get excited when these Japanese players come.
Yeah,
because they're probably is he young or is he older? Like,
I think he's kind of younger.
Oh, that's awesome. Because Shohei was the first guy to like come over like decently young.
Yeah, he was like 21.
Jesus Christ, that's gonna be fucking awesome.
And now he's the MVP.
Yeah, it worked out.
It all worked out. He should have been a Yankee.
Who else? Who did the Angels sign recently? I know they picked up Syndergaard before the lockout. Have they made any moves to put a team around two superstars?
I mean, they got Rendon. They got Fletcher. They have Walsh. Like Jared.
Was Rendon there last year?
No, I think he was injured. He's dealt with a lot of injuries.
I know, but he was on the roster though, right?
Yeah.
He left after their World Series.
Mm-hmm. After the Nationals, yeah. But I mean, I think if Jared Walsh can kind of fill into what he's been becoming, that's going to be really great. Hopefully Syndergaard can stay healthy. No. I don't know if they re-signed Raisel Iglesias. They might have.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's that pitching staff is so terrible.
That's what it comes down to.
It's like Noah Syndergaard, then me, you, and John just bringing up the rear.
Just throwing meatballs down the plate, getting rocked. All right, that's
just like the Phillies starting rotation. I'm telling you, the Phillies are going to win every game like 15-14.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be when we lose slugfest.
And then, but those pitchers will throw complete game shutouts against the Mets.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, how does this guy have a 4.6 ERA? He just pieced up the Mets.
He threw 8 innings with 10 Ks.
Yeah.
Just piecing them up. Lindor looks like he's never swung a bat before. Just like, okay.
They're going to be all right. All right. Do you have any...
I miss baseball.
Yeah, we're almost back. I'm starting to get my juices back up. I'm feeling good about it.
I was listening to the R2C2 podcast and just hearing like Aaron Hicks talk about it with CC. I was like, oh my, yes, this baseball is good.
We're back.
Like, I love it.
How about that? We record a shitty episode last week, and to make it even shittier, 15 minutes after recording, we find out Gary Sanchez gets traded.
That's fucking great. Yeah.
What inappropriate timing. I was in bed.
Just waited.
I was tucked into my sheets, turned on my FM radio because I'm an old man. Listened to it as I slept. Breaking news: Gary Sanchez going to the Minnesota Twins. Just audibly yelled "fuck" in the middle of the night inside my house.
Yeah, I kind of just like my dad's friend that actually messaged me and told me, and I was like, obviously, first thing you do, go check Twitter.
Yeah.
And then you see just the John Heyman tweet, Gary Sanchez to the Twins. I'm like, this is such a typical John Heyman tweet. Just here's some facts, but we don't give you everything.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, what the hell? It just, yeah. And of course it would happen like right as we just finished.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just about to go knock out, and now everything. Now I'm like up texting people and freaking calling everybody.
That's the content game, baby. You gotta be
be
grinding all the time.
Oh yeah. It never sleeps.
No, ever. What are the Yankee news do we have? I have some notes from like the Mets from the past couple of days.
No, I mean, Kiner Falefa had a good game against Pittsburgh. He went like 2 for 3. I think he's going to be really good. Donaldson homered yesterday.
Nice.
So just, getting a little excited. Things you want to see. Things you like to see.
Is what's his name going to be the starting shortstop? Are they moving Glaber
Kind of,
over to second?
Kiner Falefa, yeah. And we traded Voit. That was kind of like a big. We traded Voit for a 21-year-old. Do you know when his birthday was?
No.
September 11th, 2001.
Jesus.
What a bad beat.
Jesus. No one's gonna. Oh man, that reminds me. Non-baseball story. Kid I went to high school with. He was born on September 11th. He's kind of a fucked up kid.
Yeah, at
And
that point, it's like
I guess when Facebook. Do you remember MySpace?
yeah.
Okay, his background, his wallpaper was "The world was blessed on September 11th."
You can't do that, bro.
Bro, he's a sick fuck.
Oh man.
All right, let's see.
Uh,
What do we have? Dom Smith is getting to a hot start. Dom
nice.
Smith, Luis Guillorme, and some prospect Plummer. They all homered in the first summer league game. But what I want to talk about Dom Smith was in a simulated game. Dom Smith hit 2 home runs in 2 consecutive at bats. But do you know who they were off?
Of course, Max Scherzer, your guy. Your
My
number one. He was
my,
just leaving cheese fastballs to Dom Smith. He was ripping them shits.
Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know if this is super positive that Dom Smith is back or motherfucking Max Scherzer is going to suck because he's wearing the blue and orange. We're going to pay him $40 million to suck.
That would be the most Mets thing. You pay the best pitcher in baseball to come over in his later years, and that's when he decides to just suck. It'd be like, you know what? This has like a crazy Randy Johnson to the Yankee feeling.
Jeez. Dude,
Well,
he's gonna go 10-7 with a 3.9 ERA, which isn't terrible, but isn't for a $40 million year contract.
no. If he has anything over a 3 ERA, it was a waste of money.
Yeah, I feel that. Dude, do you think the pitchers are gonna be ready for opening day with this
I mean,
shortened down?
a lot of them were probably already throwing. They
Of
had
course.
programs. They had their own programs set. They know that baseball was going to happen to come back. I do think like guys like the Max Scherzers, maybe the Garrett Coles, any of those guys that were in those meetings, possibly not,
Yeah.
getting the work they needed because they were worried about the CBA. So that might, you might see that residual effect from a couple of guys. But I definitely think a lot of people have already been throwing. They already had their programs. Once that weather kind of started getting nicer, I
Yeah.
started noticing a lot of guys going to like Tampa, going to Florida, going to Arizona just to get their work in. So I think it's gonna be fine, and they've given them that spring training time enough. So I think, we still have like another 3 more weeks of spring training. I think everybody will get ramped up with enough time.
Jeez. It's getting close, baby. The countdown
Oh
begins.
yeah.
Let's see what else I have. Just got a little fun story. I guess it doesn't seem like Jeff McNeil's going to get traded. Apparently, him and Don Smith were all like the pieces that other teams wanted for trades, but the Mets aren't willing to give up on them yet. Which is, I haven't given up on them either. Like I have with Michael Conforto, who was offered a $100 million contract last year, didn't take it, and proceeded to bat 212.
Yeah, I don't know why Brandon Tierney's on this whole thing of Conforto to the Yankees, but
It'll probably work though. But where would he play?
left field, center field.
Center. He can play like on spots, but I don't think he could do it consistently.
Or you rotate like Judge and center, him and right, him and left. You give Stanton a day.
Dude, I was seeing this morning that the Blue Jays might pick him up because they have all these righty bats, and
Yeah, they need a lefty in there.
it might work out perfectly. Give him 1 year, 11 to $16 million.
If he goes to Toronto, we will turn this into a Michael Conforto hating podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I will make T-shirts, we'll make pins, we'll start a fan club.
But he would absolutely shine there with all that protection around him in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna pitch to him because they can't pitch to the other guys.
They can't pitch that. Yeah, you're not going to pitch to Vladdy. You're not going to pitch to Springer.
No, Jesus Christ, Springer. Fuck Springer.
Bo Bichette, fuck
Shit. They got
Biggio.
yeah. They got fucking baseball dynasties on their fucking field.
Yeah, honestly,
Let's see what else is
it's like
happening.
legendary names, and it's just like their kids might be better than them.
It's fucked up, but true. What is what's the Yankees pitching rotation looking like after Garrett Cole?
So we got Cole. Sevy's gonna come back. So we hope for. I don't know if he's gonna be the two. You got Montgomery in your three. You have Nestor who could possibly fill in. It's like kind of like a hodgepodge. Like we have a lot. Tyone's going to be coming back. I think around May June. Herman just got injured, so it's going to be all up and down. I definitely think they still need to trade for one more person.
Dude, oh man, they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
The
they should be
Yankees are
fine.
always all right, but
We still
they
have a
need to.
great bullpen, but we need something. We need like a solid two. Like I'll take Montez. I will take. I don't know if I'll take Mania because I really don't think Mania is that good.
How would you have felt if they picked up Chris Bassett like the Mets did? Because I know nothing about the guy.
I mean, he's gonna be a good three. I
Okay,
think he's a two on most teams, but the fact that you guys have Magic at three could help him. He's gonna be consistent. He's a consistent starter.
yeah,
He's kind of like what Stroman was,
okay,
just without all the Twitter beef.
yeah. Where is
So
Stroman
you
right
got
now?
Chicago
Chicago. White Sox or Cubs?
Cubs.
Okay, all right.
That was like a random deal that when it happened, I was like,
That's another team that didn't want to pay their guys.
yeah, Bryant,
So
Rizzo.
strange. Oh, they're saying it's one of those places. It's a it's a good vacation spot because you're always gonna have a fun day at Wrigley. It's
Yeah,
like going to MSG for the Knicks. Basically, they're always gonna sell out no matter what's on the field.
yeah, yeah. Like day games, night games, like Wrigley Field's always gonna be packed. So it doesn't really.
Yeah,
And they're kind of like Tampa in the way they work. They're gonna get their homegrown guys to hopefully get to that ring, and then they're gonna just trade them off, get prospects, and then retool again.
yeah, it works out. Well, actually, it doesn't work out. It took 100 years between the last two
Yeah,
teams working
right.
out. But
It might not be the best viable option because it took them 100 years. The Rays haven't won one, even though they've been to two.
yeah, and
But
you think they're gonna fall apart this year, right?
absolutely,
They're
you got Corey Kluber. Glass now is probably not coming back till the middle of the season.
sucks.
And that's like a big
Yeah,
time, big name for them. They don't have Snell anymore, even though like Snell's a shell of himself.
that's awesome. I was
But
happy for them.
and then what? Shane Baz,
Yeah,
all these young guys. That's like they throw hard, but half their arms are probably cooked anyway.
yeah. So we'll see. Tampa. Do they still plan to relocate, or did that get squashed?
That got squashed. Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna still play in that shitty ass
All ten,
stadium.
all 10,000 fans signed a petition.
They're gonna social distance without socially distance.
Yeah, they've been doing it for years. They're fine.
They know how to operate.
Let's see what else we got. What else has been happening in baseball? I've been all college basketball the past few days, and beer
Yeah,
and beer and whiskey and feeling
St.
like shit.
Peter's, Jersey.
Let's go. Shout out. I'm so pissed that
Shout
we
out.
can't bet on them. But I'm
I
so
know,
pissed. They
right?
busted my bracket. I had Kentucky winning it all.
After you take all the underdogs, come on, man.
Started taking underdog since. No, that was just like my survivor pool bracket.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
All my straight bets are just straight dogs.
straight underdogs all day.
Jesus.
But no, with baseball, it's kind of been more of the same. Just signings, guys getting ready. Seeing it just looking at Freddie Freeman go into the Dodgers. Wearing the uniform, throwing some shade at Atlanta a little bit. I was like, okay.
Let's see MLB signings. Who's still available? I know Conforto's available.
I think it's getting very slim. Getting
Some
very
places.
slim with that, with everything that's happened over the past couple of days with Story now, Correa yesterday, Castellanos, Bryant's off the board.
Dude, I cannot believe they signed Castellanos. They're doing a good job. I can't
Hey,
even,
Dave Dombrowski's going to spend his money,
dude. Good for them, but
and then they're going to suck the next like 5 years after that.
it's gonna be right. They'll still have Harper for 7 more years after that.
And that's like half their payroll right there.
Yeah, 13-year contract, nuts.
Dave Dombrowski loves going to a team, spending all their money, possibly getting them a ring, and then just dipping and leaving them in shambles.
Dipping. He's like the milkman. Comes, spreads his feet, and leaves. See, we got Marcus Simeon. Oh wait, no, they're signed. The fuck?
Yeah, he got signed.
Failed to ever store. Nah, I don't know how to fucking use this.
I'm dead.
Let's see what else is going on.
I mean, we're just kind of winding down now. Off season's almost over. Time to get ready for just some baseball and kicking back.
Yeah, we're almost
Just
there.
enjoying.
It's summertime, beers, hot dogs, and baseball.
I know we're finally getting nice weather. I cannot wait to overspend for Yankee Stadium beer.
Oh, I think it's gonna be $14.50 this year, and you're gonna just be like, all right.
All right, fine, you got me. I'm here. Chicken bucket, $30. All right, I'm already here.
A quick chicken bucket and a beer, $50. Costs more than the bleacher ticket.
I know, right?
Shit. All right, got any last notes?
That's really it, man. Just kind of hoping the Yankees could make one more move. They still might have one in them. I don't think their roster's totally filled out, but that's about it.
All right. The Mets, they're probably gonna get one more relief pitcher. I don't know. Mets fans are always be fucking upset. They forgot that we signed Marte, Canna, Scherzer. The Mets fans are greedy for no reason.
Mm-hmm. You guys get a little bit of money, and now it's like...
we're so used to disappointment. We always be like, we need the best thing possible, but maybe this is the best thing possible. We'll find out what Epler could do. Maybe get a couple of relief pitchers, and we'll go from there. But until then, we're going to see Edwin Diaz blow games.
Mm-hmm. And Adam Ottavino blow leads.
Wow. Can't wait for that. He'll strike out Babe Ruth, no doubt in my mind.
Can strike out Babe Ruth, but can't strike out a minor leaguer on a 10-day contract, hitting about $120.
Jesus. All right. Dad, on that note, I'm going to close it out because I'm start getting pissed and the season hasn't even started.
Jerry's already hating these guys.
I hate relief pitchers with a passion. I never trust them since Armando Benitez.
They always break your heart.
Every single time. All right, so that I guess that wraps up this week's episode. We're going to probably come to you at social media because of everything that happens from here until midnight on Sunday before this comes out. Like the Gary Sanchez.
Like, watch, you're going to get like 3 major trades right after this.
Dude, and that'll be awesome. That's the name of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That was a sweet episode. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Like our wrestling memes on our baseball podcast page.
They come out almost daily.
Yeah, I put out wrestling content and 0 baseball content.
You can tell who makes the posts.
Yeah, if it's baseball, Justin posted. If it's wrestling, it has nothing to do with anything. It was big.
Jared's trying so hard to make this a wrestling pod.
I am. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be called Power Bombs and something else. I'm gonna finish the name.
Wow, that's a spinoff.
Can't wait. All right. So Justin, see you next week, fellas, lady fellas, all 17 of you. Keep coming back. We're gonna keep coming back too.
Enjoy the content, guys.